How did ancient Egyptian pleating techniques endure? Imagine wearing a garment that looks perfectly pressed even after thousands of years. That's the magic of ancient Egyptian pleating. These techniques have lasted through ages, and today we can still see their influence. The secret lies in how the Egyptians combined craftsmanship with practical design. They started pleating linen fabric around 3,000 years before Christ, using methods that were both clever and durable. They gathered warp or weft threads into tiny groups, sometimes applying resin to stiffen the fabric, then pressed it with heavy metal tools or molds to set the folds. This process was repeated after each wash, which kept the pleats looking sharp over time. The durability of these pleats was also thanks to the materials they used. Linen was the main fabric, and it was naturally stiff enough to hold shape once treated. The Egyptians knew how to manipulate linen so that the pleats would stay in place, even after many washes. They also used special threads that twisted or changed shape after washing, which meant the pleats could reform without needing to be manually pressed again. This was an early form of fabric that could remember its shape, making the pleats last longer. Culturally, pleats weren't just about looks, they symbolized status and sophistication. Royalty and nobles wore finely pleated garments to show their wealth and power. Because of their importance, these pleating techniques were carefully preserved and passed down through generations. The knowledge was kept within skilled workshops, and the methods were refined over time. The influence of Egyptian pleating didn't stop there. Later civilizations like Greece and Rome adopted and adapted these techniques, keeping the core ideas alive. Pleats became a way to add elegance and structure to clothing, and the methods evolved but stayed rooted in Egyptian tradition. Modern designers like Mariano Fortuny and Issey Miyake drew inspiration from these ancient techniques. Fortuny's hand-pleated silk dresses and Miyake's heat-set pleats are modern, examples that echo the ancient balance of beauty and function. In the world of fashion today, pleating continues to be a popular technique. It adds volume, movement, and visual interest to garments, just as it did thousands of years ago. The fact that these ancient Egyptian methods still influence designers shows how timeless and practical they are. Their endurance proves that good craftsmanship and thoughtful material choices can create fashion that lasts through centuries, blending history with modern style.